all, for anyone who might not know who you are, would you like to do a little introduction?
Of course, yes. I'm Diane. I live in London and I'm a Pilates teacher. I specialize in rehabilitation. So that's my forte. That's my middle name. And recently I've also started specializing in hyperpressives, which is not a new technique, but very little known technique. So that's me.
That's you. That is you. So today we're going to be talking about your journey, I suppose, over the last couple of months since we've been working together. But if we just rewind it back 4 or 5 months ago now, where were you at in your business? Like, what was going on for you at the time?
When even 6 months ago, actually, when I started talking to you and Chris, so I've been teaching Pilates for 17 years at the time, 18 years. And I still love what I do, but I was at a time when I was thinking, actually, I need more. I need to take my business to a different level. What can I do? And then at the time when I met you, or we started chatting, because I've been following you for a while, I'd been doing something called hyperpressives training technique, and I really loved it. It made a massive difference to me. So I've sort of started thinking about training and offering it to other people. And this is the time when I had my conversation with Chris, and he said, okay, I know you want to expand your Pilates business, but why not use this as a way of changing, not just doing the same thing, doing other things as well, and expanding your business through that.
Yeah, fantastic. Because you came along to the free event that we did last year, didn't you? Yeah. And that's really where we got to know you and find out more about your business and what you do. How would you describe that free event? Because I guess that was where it all started for us, wasn't it? Like, working together was inside of the free event. Yeah. Like, how would you describe that event and how it helped you?
Oh, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I had done several business coaching programs before, and I thought, well, this is in a way, quite good. It was a free event, and I was able to see what the two of you were like, how you were working, and the sort of contents you were sharing. And I actually loved it. I actually upgraded to the VIP option as well, just to get some extra coaching calls, because I love them so much. And it was, yeah, absolutely loved it. I thought it was quite hard work in a way, because you have the workbooks to do as well. So it's, it was quite intense for 3 days, not massively intense, but it was intense for me because I really wanted to get as much as I could out of it. And yeah, it's just, yeah, I loved it. I loved the community feel as well. It was just really, really good, really good.
Yeah. The reason why I brought that up is because I was going through some of the feedback and the messages that people sent us during the last event. And there was one from you that said, my biggest takeaway from today is, why didn't I find social cactus earlier?
I don't remember that.
It was so good. And I was reading back through your homework that you submitted in the free event, and I was like, oh my God, you went all in with that. It was amazing. So I'm so pleased that you gained so much from the free event. And the reason why I brought this up as well is we've got another free event that's happening in a couple of weeks, which is an online retreat. So if anyone is watching this and they're thinking, oh, I fancy a little bit of free coaching, or I need some support with moving to the next level, come along to the free retreat we're hosting in a few weeks, because like Diane said, there is just so much to gain from this free event that we're hosting, and we'd love to see you there. Okay, that's beside the point. But I guess, what was it then that made you think, do you know what, I need to work with Social Cactus more? Like, I need more long-term support from them. What was the thing that made you sign up, would you say?
I think, obviously, I wanted more from my business. I come to a point where I felt I need more. I need to do either something completely different, or change the way I work, change the way I work, sort of make it more efficient or different or whatever. I just needed something new. And I remember when I had, obviously I loved the 3 days event. It was just like, wow, there is something there. And I just loved the way you were coaching and all this. I thought, this is good for me. And then I had my call with Chris, and we had a conversation, or what do we do now? And I was hoping he would sort of give me an idea of how he could help me. And he said, well, we can help you restructure your business, but now you're telling me about this new technique you've been working on and you're planning to train on. Why don't we focus on that? And since then, it's just been, yeah, mind-blowing.
Mind blowing. So, do you want to just talk through a few of the things that have happened for you over the past few months? Because I know that you're surprised by how much you've achieved. And I think it would be really great for other people, because we tend to attract a lot of online service providers and a lot of coaches, but what you're doing is something a little bit different. So I think it'd be really cool to share an insight from your perspective and your point of view of how things have escalated very fast for you. Do you want to just talk through a few of the things that have happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's a technique which is very little known, and I think I could have done this on my own, probably, but I think it would have stayed very small in my business. It would have been like a little niche thing, because I probably wouldn't have been able to present it, to know what to do with it. And I think where you've helped me is actually make it into something so valuable for me, but also so valuable for so many people who are going to be using my services. So it's a very very little known technique. But what we've done with your help is actually make it, between the messaging, all the restructuring. I can't even sort of remember the steps, but it went from, and I was the only one talking about my pelvic floor, not my own, about pelvic floor issues on calls and stuff like that. And everybody being so supportive and trying to understand what my the issues into making it mainstream were. And so I went from, just starting sort of refining my messaging, doing some market research. And I was, again, sort of so astounded by the feedback I had from people I was sending my market research to, and then being able to understand what other people felt and that sort of thing. And then what happened? Yes, I started talking about doing a free masterclass that was filled in. Actually, no, before that, I gave a few freebies when I started talking about my training and all this to my own clients. Someone signed on the spot for a 12 weeks program, and I was just like, I didn't even have the stuff on my website, nothing at all. It was just like, wow. And then I'm doing now this. I've lost track. Masterclass, which
Yes,
was,
your masterclass is happening.
it was fully booked in 24 hours. It was just, again, yeah, and it's just the response, and everybody's being, okay, so when do you start classes? So at the moment, I just teach one-to-ones, but I'm going to start classes soon. But it's just been like a snowballing effect, and I don't want to jinx it, but I think it will going to a big conference soon as an add-on to Pilates, and then, fingers crossed, again, this is going to spread the message that there is help for pelvic dysfunction, but also that there is a technique for other things as well, a new technique to use.
Yeah. So basically what you're saying is you are slowly taking over the world.
That's it.
I love it. It's just been so incredible to see this journey and to see you just, achieve so many incredible things in such a short space of time, because it has only been a few months and things have already, gone so well for you, probably better than you could have ever expected. So I just can't wait to see where this journey takes you. Like, me and Chris and the whole team are just so excited for you. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's just been, sometimes I remember in calls saying that I just felt everything was ahead of me, like the snowball was ahead of me, and I was trying to catch up because things have happened so quickly. And there were times I was coming onto calls, like a drama queen going, my life is over. And then 2 days later, something extraordinary happens, and then on and on and on and on. It's just been, amazing, absolutely amazing journey.
Fantastic. So, of course, within Launch to Freedom, which is the program that we are talking about, you join Launch to Freedom, which is our 6-month coaching program. What would you say has been the best part of the experience so far? I know there's so much in there, but what would you say has been the best part for you?
I mean, I've really enjoyed going through all the modules because I'm quite nerdy in that respect. But the best thing is the coaching calls every week. It's just, I don't know, it just keeps me ticking along. If I can do the 3 in the week, I just feel like, I'm on top of the world. I'm winning at life. And when I can't make some of them, I always catch them on the replay, which help, whether it's my issues or everybody else's, because you learn from other people's issues with web pages and this and that and marketing and this and that. So everything helps. And it really, I don't know, I've just felt like a supportive family unit all the way through. And I think once it's finished, I'm going to be very empty. I'm going to be really sad.
Listen, when you are part of the Social Cactus family, you are part of the family forever. There's no escaping. Because yes, there is 3 calls per week, and they're all at different times, because we appreciate and understand that people are busy, people have got other things going on. How are you finding like having the 3 calls at different times? Does that work for you, would you say?
It does. For me, it does. There are times when I can only make one because of work. Some stuff I can't move. But because I've had the dates so long in advance, I've been able to actually move my private work around those times. So I've been able to attend most, not all of them, of course, but most of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, so because they change every week as well, so there's always a chance to catch one. And the difference between the different coaches and our amazing textbook Darren, because I'll say it on screen, I'm just a tech dinosaur. And Darren has been amazing at helping me sort of figure it out. And, the Stephanie with the copywriter. Yeah, no, it's just been absolutely amazing. So I just feel that whenever I got a call, there will be an answer to my problems, and I'll feel really supported. I'll know what to do next, which has been, yeah, fantastic.
Brilliant. I was going to mention Darren actually, and say if she ever goes missing, we know where to look to find her. So funny. So, okay, where do you think you might have been if you hadn't joined Launch to Freedom? Where do you think you might be now in your business? Like, what do you think that might look like for you?
I think I would have still done my training, but I think I would have just been, it would have been just like a little side thing into my business, a little niche market, and I wouldn't have been able to get the messaging across. I wouldn't have been able to explain why, to my clients what I'm doing, or, the messaging would have been sort of lost somewhere. And then I probably would have had some clients, but not like this. And, you forced me to go live to explain what I was doing. And the response, the feedback has been tremendous, tremendous. People have come to me, texting me saying, I've just seen you live. Gosh, I'm going through the same thing. What can I do? How does this work? And then I can't help everybody. And I've been able to actually redirect them to other teachers as well. So it's been, yeah, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, it would have been like a little part of my business. And now it's going to be a massive part of my business and something I'm really, really passionate about. So.
Yeah. And not even that, it's like the people now that you get to support and impact with this is so much bigger than I think it might have been before, And one thing that I love about you is you've really found a superpower in storytelling. Like, your posts are so good, and I sit there and I read them and I think, you're so good at this. It's like a hidden talent.
And you know how hard it is for me.
Honestly, it's so good. I've told you a million times before, but you're really good at storytelling.
You really helped me as well, because I didn't believe I could do that. On Instagram, I was sort of doing a few posts there, and sometimes there were some good ones, and some of the times but you've really helped me so much to get that confidence, and then being able to actually say what I feel like, as opposed to going, oh, it should be like this, it should be like that. I was like, no, just use your own words and say how you feel, which again was quite a big step for me to actually say that and just to publish it, and by my own experience, my own personal health issues. So no, it's been amazing.
Yeah, fantastic. So my final question, I've got 2 final questions. One of them is, if somebody right now is on the fence or thinking about potentially working with Social Cactus, what would you say to them? What advice would you give to that person if they're like, I'm thinking about it, but I'm just not sure? I
would say it depends what you want to do with your business. If you're happy and plod along and that's what you want, then fair enough. But if you want to go to a different level, if you want something different, something bigger in your life, then you have to join. That's honestly, I just don't regret it at all. It's just, yeah, I could have done it, but my business would have been here. And now it's just, and it's not just my Pilates business as well as, really benefited from all this. It's not just this new venture, it's everything. And I just feel like, yeah, it depends. If you want to stay here, fine. But if you want more, definitely join and do the free event.
Yes, the free event. So the Freedom Method is happening on the 27th of March, so 2 weeks today. And I know that you have got a special link if people want to sign up through
Yes.
you. Yes. So anyone who is watching this that's maybe a connection of Diane, be sure to drop her a DM. If you're thinking about joining our free event, drop down a little message. She'll be able to share a little link with you. But yeah, we're just so excited to welcome in more new people and really help them to create this bigger impact like we've been able to help you. So we are so excited about that. But
I've joined the
you've joined again. Yes, so Diane will be there.
I had to.
I love it. I love it. So my final question is, what have you got going on right now? So if anyone is watching this and they don't know who you are, or they're coming from the social cactus side, what have you got going on that people can join?
I have a free masterclass which is sold out, which is on Wednesday.
Sorry you missed out.
Sorry, Michelle. I'm trying to find a date for a second one. So it's going to be in person in South London, but you can join online as well. So if you're interested, if you have pelvic floor issues or just want to know more about a different technique, if you're an athlete and wants to know more about breath and stuff like that, if you just want to try something new, drop me a line and I'll send you the dates, and then hopefully you'll get a space if you're interested. But I just can't wait to do mine on Wednesday. It's going to be so exciting.
Oh, I cannot wait to hear how it goes. I know it's going to be absolutely fabulous. And you're going to come off that session and be like, oh my God, I need to do like 100 more. It was so good. Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. What I will do is I'll share this to Instagram. I'll tag you in there as well. If anyone is watching on the replay and they're like, where can I find Diane? She's fabulous. I will put the link and people can come across and check you out. But thank you so much for being here and just sharing your experience, because we obviously want to help more people. So your message today would be super, super helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week.